Reginald Cox was responsible for the opening of the Dockland settlement. The opportunity came when the Norwegian Church moved to Rotherhithe Tunnel in 1929, leaving the Rotherhithe Church and house for sale. Jonathan Swift, an Irish clergyman, wrote Gulliver's Travels. He said he had his home in Rotherhithe. No doubt true life stories of real sailors make exciting reading, and Rotherhithe certainly is not short of their heroes. The civil defence and downtown residents showed immense courage during World War II. Trinity Church was bombed, but this part survived. It was left standing to remind people of what the old infant school that used to be here looked like. At the end of Gulliver Street is the Ship and Whale Public House, which no doubt came about when Greenland Dock catered for the whaling trade. These flattened paving stones were caused by the wheels of heavy lorries waiting to be loaded or unloaded during the time the docks were working. The roads were never intended to carry such large vehicles, and traffic hold-ups were common, but these great thundering lorries and deep-water container ships helped seal the fate of the docks, and the Redundancy Payments Act, which seemed a good idea at the time, also contributed. Fences such as these have far too long been commonplace in Rotherhithe. Land laying bare, becoming overgrown with weeds, is certainly not the most attractive scenery. There are still many narrow roads remaining like these. The Mayflower used to be known as the Spread Eagle and Crown. It was renamed the Mayflower about 25 years ago when it was partly rebuilt. In 1620, the ship the Mayflower set out down the Thames from Rotherhithe. 9 weeks later they landed in what they called New England. Looking upriver from Rotherhithe, you can see Tower Bridge. This is an aerial view from the top of a block of flats on Peeps Estate. Samuel Pepys was a regular visitor to Rotherhithe. Most of the old village can be seen from a boat on the Thames. The River Thames has played an important role in the lives and history of the island. Dockland has been at the centre of controversy in recent years. The government of the day, in the shape of Michael Heseltine, substituted a local democratic organisation with an unelected body called the London Dockland Development Corporation, which has taken over most of the land in Rotherhithe with vesting orders. The LDDC's plans, which spoke of providing community facilities, parks and schools, have not yet materialised. The rope maker who made the ropes, for example, for hoisting the sails, had to walk a distance, twisting and stretching the cord as he walked. Bevington Street and Farncombe Street are shown on old maps as rope walks, and Giant Knot Gardens show some of the knots the sailors used. This road took its name from Mark Brunel, the famous engineer. The quickest way to cross the river is by underground train from Rotherhithe to Wapping. The tunnel was started in 1825 and was the first tunnel ever built under the Thames. Brunel designed a large shield divided into small cells where a man could stand and dig away the earth in front of him. Then the whole shield would be moved forward and bricklayers would line the tunnel behind it. The pump house in Tunnel Road housed a steam engine for pumping the water out. Here you can see restoration work being carried out on the steam engine. The tunnel was finally opened on the 25th of March 1843. In 1865 it was taken over by the railway. Another tunnel called Rotherhithe Tunnel was finished in 1908. The engineer in charge was Maurice Fitzmaurice, and he used the same method Brunel invented. The Rotherhithe Civic Centre and Library was opened in 1975. Tommy Steele, or Tommy Hicks as he used to be called, was born in Bermondsey, and he designed the sculpture in the courtyard. It is a life-size figure of a boy with books under his arm hurrying to the library. Salter Road is one of the biggest new roads recently opened. It was named after Dr. Alfred Salter, who first got to know the conditions of Docklands when he was studying medicine at Guy's Hospital. He decided to devote his life to the Dockland poor and treated poor patients for little or no cost. Later he got involved in politics to fight for better conditions for working class families. Dr. Salter was born in the 19th century. What would he think of 20th century Rotherhithe?